There are those who wish to know, and there are those who don't wish to know the date of one's death. My husband, 10, at first he made fun of me when I claimed to be among the former. Those who wish to know, he said, Ellie, why? And I had no response for him. I mean, of course, I would have loved and preferred to be like Tim. Of course I would have, but now that the technology had been mastered, the knowledge was available to every citizen, so I don't know. And the place I'd gone to find out, I punched my social security number in, and I waited in line for over 45 minutes behind others soon-to-be knowers. I avoided looking at their faces as they stepped away from the machine and exited the room. I had to do what I'd come to do, so I stepped up to the machine. And I didn't want to know, but I glanced down at the paper that the machine spat out at me. And then I folded it up and put it away and stepped away from the machine. April 17th, 2043. When I got home, Tim, he was standing right there in the hallway, his eyes darker than ever, and he stuck out his hand and said, Ellie, lay it on me. No way was I telling him so. So I said, I don't have it. I got it, and then I got rid of it, and I tore it into as many pieces as possible. And we just kind of laughed. And I thought it was the right thing to do. No, I knew it was the right thing to do. Okay, he should not have to live under the same roof as that piece of paper. April 17th. I'd lived that date 31 times before I found out about April 17th, 2043. And it was an okay lifespan. Not enough, but enough to make a life, Abbreviated, yes. Cut off short, yes. Too short, yes, but not tragically short. So in many ways, I could live a life like any other. Yet it would be a lie if I said a single day passed without me thinking of April 17th, 2043. But I got pretty good at hiding my dread from Tim and other times from myself. I started marking April 17th in smaller, kinder ways. I'd buy myself a chocolate bar or buy myself a clutch of daffodils. Silly little band-aids. I always tried to make myself feel extravagant on April 17th. But I have to admit that December 31st, 2042 was a fearful day for me. We'd hosted everyone for a last supper of the year, both children and their spouses, and our first grandchild, 6-month-old, bright as a brand new penny. And we were passing all the food around, and my daughter and her husband stood up and said, that they were expecting. In August, April 17th, the grandchild that I would miss by 4 months. I watched their hugs and high fives as if behind a glass wall. The kids had gone home, and Tim said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Tim, I lied. Yeah, I got the paper and then I got rid of it before memorizing it. The date, April 17th, 2043. And he just kind of said, "Oh God, Ellie. Oh God." I mean, my life would seem normal, bland, really, to an outside observer. But I tell you, it has been rich. And I realize it looks like two kids, an average job, and a long marriage, but it is filled with special moments, an infinity of moments. What can I say? I don't mean to be sentimental, but soaping the kids' hair when they were little and smelling the back of Tem's neck in the middle of the night, these are not small things. And I tell you what, the deeper that sorrow cuts into your being, the more joy you can contain. On the morning of April 17th, 2043, I was half amazed to open my eyes to the light. I was alive. I was alive. Tim! He said, "I thought you were supposed to be dying." I thought you were supposed to be dying. I said, "Tim, let's go out." I mean, why lie here, whimpering, when it was coming for me no matter what? And that evening gave way to bright blue skies, sitting on our front porch, watching the cars go by and by and by. At 11:45 p.m., we were inside, brushing our teeth, shaking. We stood looking at each other in the bathroom mirror. I was looking at Tim. Yeah, that's what I was doing. 11:54 p.m. on April 17th, 2043. We are both alive and well. Yet I mustn't get ahead of myself. There are still 6 minutes remaining.